Hello, young ladies and gentlemen. I am Colonel Navanith, the founder of SSB Bullseye. Having served as the Senior Group Testing Officer at the SSB and also as the Chief Instructor at Defense Institute of Psychological Research, where I was involved in training the assessors. In my last video, I covered the complete selection process, the various tests administered at the SSB based on 15 officer-like qualities, and the concept around which it revolves, that is the Manasa, Vacha and Karmana. Today, I'll be speaking to you all about the importance of English language and its relevance when it comes to facing the various SSB tests. Let us take this one by one. The first hurdle which the candidates will come across is the stage 1 testing, which is also referred to as screening test. The first test forming part of the stage 1 testing is verbal and non-verbal intelligence test. Here, the candidates would be required to answer X number of questions within a specified time. The point to be noted here is that the question paper would be only in English. That means to say all the questions will be mentioned in English only. Hence, it goes without saying that if a candidate is not able to understand the question, he or she may not be able to answer them appropriately. Now, the part 2 of the stage 1 testing is picture perception. Here, the candidates would be required to write a story based on the picture shown to them. Though they would be permitted to write the story in Hindi, the preferred language would be English. Then comes the third part of the stage 1 testing, which is the discussion phase, wherein the candidates initially would be required to narrate their individual stories and later on discuss amongst them to arrive at a group story. Here too, though the candidates would be permitted to speak in Hindi, the preferred language would be English. Apart from this, the complete instructions which will be given during the conduct of stage 1 testing would be mainly in English. Now, once the candidates pass the stage 1 testing and enter the stage 2 testing, the first test which would be administered as part of the stage 2 testing would be psychological test, comprising TAT, WAT, SRT and SD. Here too, all the instructions will be given mainly in English. Coming to the test, the first test, that is TAT, though the candidates would be permitted to write the stories in Hindi, again the preferred language would be English. Coming on to the second test, which is the word association test, the words which will appear in front of the candidates will be only in English. Hence, if the candidates are not able to understand the meaning of the word, obviously they will not be able to form a meaningful sentence. Similarly, in situational reaction test, the situations would be given and mentioned only in English. So if they don't understand them, the candidates will not be able to respond to the situations accordingly. So that is as far as psychological testing is concerned. Now let us move to GTO testing. Here, the initial briefings and all the briefings which are carried out before commencement of a task would be conducted only in English. Now when it comes to task per se, group discussion, the topics would be launched only in English. Group planning exercise, all the explanation and including the narrative would be in English only. Now more importantly, when it comes to lecturing, the card on which the 4 topics are mentioned, all the topics would be mentioned only in English. So it goes without saying again that if the candidates don't understand the topics, they'll not be able to perform well in this lecturing task. That is as far as the GTO testing is concerned. Now let's come to the interviewing technique, where the interview again would be conducted mainly in English. Though in exceptional cases, the interviewing officer may facilitate the candidates to reply in Hindi, but the bottom line remains that the preferred language would always and always remain English only. So, young ladies and gentlemen, keeping all these points in mind, I would suggest that you put in enough efforts to hone your English language skills so as to be able to enhance your chances of clearing the SSB. वो कैंडिडेट जो समझते हैं कि वो अंग्रेजी लिखने या बोलने में थोड़े कमजोर हैं, मैं उनसे गुजारिश करूंगा कि वो इस पे ध्यान दे और अपने अंग्रेजी लिखने और बोलने की क्षमता को बढ़ाए ताकि वो एसएसबी में अच्छा प्रदर्शन दे पाए. So, young leaders, wish you all the best. Take care and stay healthy. Thank you.